Cool, and here we go. We're going to be streaming some more Budget Rug Delver today. So far testing's been okay. Nothing tremendously impressive, but nothing bad for a $100 deck. I think this is really great for people who may be wanting to get into Modern, but don't quite have the funds to do so. But so far I'm kind of digging the list. Sideboard, I do kind of want a natural state in there somewhere. I think that might be better than, well, I'm not sure yet, but I think it's better than something, because it deals with some of the annoying things like Wild Defiance, Blood Moon, and all that stuff. Assuming that I get a non-basic green source. This hand's alright. I'll try it. Overgrown Tomb, Inquisition. Hierarch. I lied. Okay. So Hierarch tells me this is probably like Wilted Abzan or something. Sorry, this is going to be kind of annoying. This desk on which I have the other monitor is a bit wobbly. Wall of Roots. Okay, so this is actually Malira Company. Scoos. Cool. So here our goal is to just kind of beat them before they can do anything ridiculous. Hey, it happened. Get to transform Delver. The blind flip is so good. Get in for 3 in the air. So if you did want to make this deck better, by the way, you can add fetches and shocks. That is one of the better ways to do so. The Gavony Township is going to be kind of a pain. Sorry, 3 is the Hierarch. So I think the next turn we can either hold up Remand or Izzet Charm. Both are decent. Izzet Charm can maybe kill something, and Remand can be great as far as having something to stop Coco, whatever. But we have the Mana Leak now, which is a little bit better. I think I could, in response, kill the Scoos. I think that's probably right. Nothing going on in the chat. I want to make this bigger. How do I do that? Make chat bigger, viewing smaller, but it doesn't seem to be what it wants to allow me to do. Alright, well, anyway. Another Scoos. Okay. Okay, gains a life, puts a counter on Scoos. That's fine. He doesn't have, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I guess he can. It shouldn't be a 1-3. It should be a 0-3. Not that it's all that relevant, but okay, mutagenic growth. Ah. Okay. I think I'm okay to just get in for 3 here. I think next turn we can maybe push damage. We have Mana Leak, double Mana Leak, Remand, Thought Scour. This hand's loaded with spells, but so he goes to 9. Okay, so we have 5 damage right now in the air. He hasn't killed anything. He doesn't have Path that I know of. Court of Calling. How about no? X equals 1 is interesting. What, to find another Hierarch? Unless he's got the combo already and he just hasn't played it. But that would be for Vizarasir. Maybe he was trying to chord into it. But it doesn't seem likely. He's only got 1 card in hand. And so here I'd say that we have the advantage. Even though he's got the Gavny Township pumping Hierarch thing going. What's this going to be? Still nothing going on in the chat. Trying to do better about watching chat and being attentive to what's going on the screen. Okay. This is 5 damage. No, 6 damage. Just the 5. Interesting chain of events there. Okay, a reef here. This means that we can Thought Scour. For 3 one more time. Still don't really even have enough. It's rather unfortunate. Is it best to Thought Scour here? Probably not. If he doesn't do anything, then yeah, but otherwise, draws a card off the Horizon Canopy. Okay. Let's hope there's not something that can kill us. I mean, I could Remand whatever it is and then hope to draw something. Like a Storm Chaser Mage would be good. Storm Chaser Mage would, I think, win the game. Now, Kitchen Finks here would be annoying. Puts him at 8. Still think Storm Chaser Mage would win, maybe? Yes, because we can play Thought Scour and Mutagenic Growth and get us there, but 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He can get in for 11 if he attacks with everything. But then he leaves himself open to, like, if I have a Swiftspear. Yeah, 11. But then he would also, yeah, he'd have to just do that. It'd be pretty brutal. Okay, so Anafenza comes down. If this is Finks, that's not great for us. But we can counter it if it's Finks. Mana Leak. He could pay for it with all 3 counters on roots, but that doesn't seem great. No attacks. He's going to chord something in. On my turn? End of turn. I think we Thought Scour. Okay, so now we should have lethal. Seven something, 7/6, I think. Swing 7. Alright, so out of the sideboard, I think I like Dispel. I like Dismember. I think I like Dismember. I like the negates. And Forked Bolt can probably be okay. As a way to just kill off creatures. Probe, probably not the best. I like Remands. I like the Mana Leaks. Spell Pierce is maybe not the best. So now we got 2 more cuts to make. Maybe a Simic Charm and a Thought Scour seem reasonable. No activity in the chat still. Sweet. Turn 1 Delver. Turn 2 Swiftspear with Dispel. Keep as well. This could be like an Inquisition. It's not. So this is a path. I'm actually not terribly offended by it. Never saw any green mana that game. Kitchen Finks. Okay. Storm Chaser. Not horrible. Probably marginally better than Swiftspear. Sure, I think we run it out, get in for 1. Maybe I played Fork Bolt turn 1, kill off the Hierarch, so he can't do that, but I mean, I don't know. Birds, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a chord for 1. You can the Saraseer, and then he's just got to find Anafenza or Malira next turn. Yuck. Alright. So Fork Bolt here actually works out quite well, killing both the Noble Hierarch and the Birds of Paradise. This is going to be a Chord of Calling. I'm going to say no. Get it for 4. My opponent commented, nice. Alright, so we cut him off of Cord and his mana, which is quite good, realistically. I say we Thought Scour. We'll wait on this mutagenic growth. I messed up. I missed my Delver Flip. That was dumb. That's okay. Next turn I can play Swift Spear. Okay, that's fine. That was so dumb of me to miss that. Go ahead and play Swift Spear. And I'll get in for 1. Pass the turn. Negate and Mana Leak are pretty friendly. He can only activate the Wall of Roots ability once a turn, which is actually pretty nice. I'm gonna play that tapped. This could still be like a Cord for 1, which I can negate any given moment. It's gonna be 3 mana, looks like, for Loaming Shaman, think. That's really not that bad for us, but I'm gonna Mana Leak it anyway. Is that even modern legal? I don't even know. Whatever. Oops. Ugh. Fine. Get in for 1. Slowly chipping away. Got him at 10. So next turn we can, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 here. If we flip the Delver, I think we can have lethal with the negate up. Jeez. Alright, well, not quite yet. I'm going to be patient with it. For 1 more. Hope to flip the Delver next turn. I have you on a 10-turn clock. What you gonna do? So negate there. Just stopping the Cords is pretty much my that's my most important goal. Goes to 8. This fetch. Don't have any more counters, so like if he just combos or something, I just lose. Like another Finks would kind of not be great. I'd really prefer to not lose the Delver. But perhaps it's better. All we need is another spell. There's a spell. Alright, so we get there against Malire Company. Okay, cool. So we beat Malire Company there. I'm just gonna kick this guy from the room. He's a really nice guy. Gonna add him to my friend list, but we're gonna see if we can get someone else in the room. Those were pretty decent 2 games there. Really just didn't have much in the way of removal. I don't think he saw a single path either game. But that said, I think that we were able to apply continual pressure, and that worked out well for us. So for those who are joining us, this is my budget Temur Delver list, or Rug Delver, whichever you prefer. I kind of prefer Rug, but this is a fine hand. I'm going to put this Delver on the bottom though, because I'd prefer another land here. Lonely Island. Doesn't tell me too much about what I'm playing against. Double Island. It could be like taking turns. No, this is eggs, it looks like. I think. I'm going to try to address it like it's eggs. Naturally. Why would we flip it? Good for 1. Rather rough start, but yeah, I don't know what else plays Ichor Wellspring in Modern that isn't eggs. Because you don't get any benefit of like having a Tog like you would in Pauper or other formats, but yeah, definitely eggs. Okay, so our goal here is just to kill him early. He can win on turn 3 or 4, so we have to keep the pressure on. Well, if we keep hitting all of our creatures, it's not going to go so hot for us. Creatures and no lands. I guess we can Thought Scour. I didn't do that last turn. That would have been smart. With any luck, he has a slow start. Casting something, not ghost quartering me. Semblance Anvil. As well as it share a card type with. Oh, okay. Interesting. Never seen that card before. This is going to be gross, though. Naturally, why would we not? Okay. I mean, that's alright. Get rid of 3 lands. Please be a... Yay! Okay, there's the rest of it. When you cast a spell, gain 1 life for each spell you've cast this turn. Another anvil. Okay, so this hand isn't all that scary. Does he have anything that can actually draw him cards at this point? He can sack the Wellspring, but he doesn't have anything with which to sack it. That doesn't do much here. Okay. So we're actually in a pretty decent spot, I think. I didn't draw yet, did I? No. So Aetherflux Reservoir, we're going to counter that if at all possible, but I think that it won't matter. Because right now it only costs 2. If he plays another Anvil, then it's going to cost 0. But, so if he goes Anvil, I guess I just let that resolve and then counter the big thing. Okay. So he top decked that Kaleidoscope, or one of these things he top decked. So this is mono blue with the like bounce everything to your hand. Is what this is gonna be. Okay. Alright. He's not going to use his Alchemist Vial. I'm alright with this. So, next turn, I guess we can Hooting Mandrills, Mutagenic Growth, Lightning Bolt. This is pretty gross, I'll admit that. But he doesn't have anything with which to, like, he can't sack this to anything, or like sack these things to anything, so like he can't draw right now. That's fine. Actually, if we go red mana now, we can bolt something this turn. So Aetherflux Reservoir isn't all that impressive to me. Sorry, just checking the chat. Nothing's going on. Feel free to talk in the chat. I feel like there's sometimes maybe in this maybe sometimes in my chats that there's a lack of desire to chat or whatever. More than willing to hear opinions. Okay. You didn't cast that many this turn? So one gains one, and then the next one gains three. Okay. So, could be a little embarrassing here. We might... No, you only gain three. Okay. So this would be something great where like Vandal Blast would be super nifty. Unfortunately, let's see. Can we kill him? Simic Charm? No, let's not try to do that yet. I say... Do I not want in here? Doesn't really matter. But I'll leave Bolt in. See what he blocks. Or if he blocks. So I'm going to take three. Next turn I have quite a few things with which to attack. So next turn we should have lethal. I mean, even if he casts a bunch of spells, well, depending on how many casts, he could gain a lot of life. Aetherflux Reservoir is legit. Alchemist Vial, alright. These should be missed triggers. He's not. Okay. But I know he's going to gain all the life, so, but these are missed triggers. Plain and simple. Yes, found a land. That's really good. I guess this helps, though. He can sack the Wellspring. He's clearly very new to the deck, though. Okay, so you're at 15. And then gains 1, 2, 3, so 18. Okay, so 22. Maybe he'll mill himself to death. That would make me happy. Finally hit a land. Sweet. Okay, so how much damage do we have right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 4, 14, 17, which is not quite enough. Unless we find something. Swiss Spear makes it 18 plus 2. Or plus, yeah. Yeah. Swing 15. Put him to 7. Oops, I can't respond to the chat because I'm not logged in. Yes, true. Cheap deck equals mono green elves. That is not false, my friend. Right. Having trouble with the Twitch. One moment. Have it back up. Alright. So what did he... How did he gain 2 life? Gain 1 off Kaleidostone, not 2. Why is it not letting me scroll? Alright, whatever. Oh wait, here we go. Okay. I think we have him next turn, though. Okay. It's just saving me life. And thinning my deck. So I'm perfectly cool with that. Has he gained his life? I don't know what he's doing. I don't need to keep track of his life total. That's not my job. If he's gaining less life than he should be, then so be it. 408. Could just check my phone. 413. Alright, draws a card. But he's been horribly misplaying. Like, these vials could have eaten up some damage early. I guess... 7. Alright, so he gains 7 life from... I had him at 7. So you're at 14. Since I have 14 points of damage, that would just be lethal. Okay, let's look at this sideboard. Negates, definitely. I think Skullcrack. Skullcrack's really good. And Ancient Grudge. Everything else, don't really need it. Izzet Charm is okay, I guess. Because it can counter the one thing. Simic Charms are decent, I think. Probe's probably not the best. Just a little unnecessary there. Dismember's awful. He's not running any creatures, it doesn't look like. Looks like he's just trying to combo out. And maybe a Blossoming Defense. Doesn't look like the kind of deck that's really going to interact with me. Now, the question is really, do I want these Fork Bolts instead of Thought Scours? Maybe. But I think this should be fine. Cinderglade. It's really risky because the Pyromancer isn't really my best threat. I need blue mana in this hand, so I'm just gonna mull. This is better. It's not a land. Okay, it's a land on top, which is perfect. So, and now I have all 3 of my colors early on, which is really great. So, for those of you guys who are wondering, this deck costs about 115 bucks. It's really not all that expensive for a Delver list that's marginally competitive. And I've enjoyed playing it thus far. Now, if he blows this up, I think I have to fetch green, because then I can Mandrills early, and then I also have the mana for Gorgclan Rampager, Simic Charm, then I still have mana for everything. So, it pays 2. Micro Wellspring, sure. Come on, Delver, flip. Sweet. Get in for 3. Pass the turn. Mono green elves. Maybe that's something I should do. It could be kind of fun. I put my own twist on it though. Put like a Glistener elf in there, or like a couple Glistener elves. So then you can make your Azuri super big and then just swing with your elf. I don't know. Maybe that's an idea. Something kind of silly like that. I have the Ancient Grudge for the annoying things. So like the Aether Storm, whatever it is, I just blow that up. Semblance Anvil, sure. Actually, response, interesting. Why would you exile Aetherflux Reservoir? That seems weird. Mono white knight deck for like 60 bucks on paper. Interesting. Let me think. I think I could probably kill this. Anvil so that he can't sequence things. So it's like killing Pyromancer's Ascension, for instance. So it just slows things down. No, this is not MTGO. This is Cockatrice. I am on a Mac, which disallows me from being able to play MTGO. But in the future, I do intend to get MTGO on Magic Online, this deck is about 71 bucks. So that would be something that I'm looking to invest in, but I'll probably have to start like a Kickstarter or something to make that affordable for me. Especially since I would need a new computer as well. But I am about due for a new one. So, who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the reservoir, probably. What does this thing do? Think. Yeah, absolutely not. So we'll just basically bounce that. All right, we find a mutagenic growth. I think we wait. I think one more turn. We win next turn. So, so yeah, because we have Simic Charm. Oh well, Simic Charm's not even the best. We just discard Gorgclan Rampager, mutagenic growth. That's 7 additional damage, which makes this lethal. And if he casts that thing again, whose name I forget, but if he casts it again, I remand it again, and so unfortunately, I think his list is cool, but I think it's just too slow for the meta. Yep. Nope. Really smash face with Become Immense. That's fun. What do you think? Become Immense or Gorgclan Rampager? I wanted to use Gorgclan Rampager because it's the budget version of this. Shows off how cool this list is, or something.